Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss congruent and similar solids. So first we need to identify similar solids. So as you can see in the right you have two cones. So what do you think, are they similar? So for the similarity you need to see they should have same shape. If the shape is same then you can call them similar, okay? One more thing, that if the height of the small cone is, let's say, h1, the radius is r1, and for the large cone the height is, let's say, h2 and the radius is r2, then the ratio of corresponding linear measures, so h1 over h2, should be equal to the radius of r1 and radius of large cone, which is r2. So these should be same, okay? The scale factor, you call it ratio of corresponding linear measures, or you call the scale factor, should be same. Okay, that is for similar solids. Now what about congruent solid? For congruent solid they should have same shape and same size. Also, let's say for this one the height is h1 and the slant height is l1. For this one, this height is h2 and the slant height is l2. Now in this case, the corresponding linear measures h1 over h2 should be equal to l1 over l2. That is a must. And this should be equal to 1. So other than only being equal, this should be equal to 1. So scale factor for congruent solid is 1. The scale factor for congruent solid is 1. Also, what are the other things that you need to see? They should have congruent corresponding angles, so their angles should be congruent, their edges should be congruent, the faces should be congruent. So angles means these are the things, these are the edges, and the faces, these are the faces, okay? So they should all be congruent for the congruent solid. And one more thing, the volume should be equal. Volume should be equal for both solid, okay, both the shape given. Okay, now let's try to understand using some example. So the first question we have, you need to find whether they are similar, congruent, or neither. Okay, so let's say if the height for this one is 10 and this is 15, slant height in this case, let's say 15, and here let's say it is 20. Give them some name for convenient, h1, h2, l1, l2. So the ratio of height h1 over h2 is 10 over 15. When you simplify this, so write in the calculator 10 divide 15. You can simplify 2 over 3, or else you can see 5 is the common factor. 10 divide 5 is 2, 15 divide 5 is 3. Okay. Next, L1 over L2, slant height, 15 over 20. 15 divide 5 will give you 3 and 20 divide 5 will give you 4. So as you can see here, the ratio is 2 over 3 and this is 3 over 4. So is it same? So this is not same. So is it similar? No, it is not similar. So is it congruent? Definitely not. It is not congruent. Why? Because for congruency, the scale factor, the ratios should be 1. The ratios should be 1. So this is not 1. So not congruent. So what is it? It is neither category. It is neither similar, not nor congruent. Okay. Let's try to solve one more problem. In this question, again you will have to find the similarity, congruency, or whether it is neither. Now this time you have given rectangular prism. Okay, for this prism, let's say if this side is 3, this is the width is 3, okay, height is 2.5, and this is 6. Here this is okay. Let me just change few things here. 1 second. Let me give you, let's say this is 12, this is 6, and let's say this is 10. This is 5, 3, and this is 6. Okay, I gave you some simple numbers so you can easily understand. Now in this one, this is, let's say, L1, this is length, width, and this is height. This is, let's say, H2, W2, and L2. Now you need to find the ratios of all the edges, right? So first of all, let's say the ratio of height, H1 over H2, that will give you at 10 over 5, right? Okay, so 10 over 5, in this case this will give you 2. W1 over W2, this is 6 over 3, this is also giving you 2. And L1 over L2, 12 over 6, and this is also giving you 2. So is this similar? So this is 2, this is 2, and this is 2. So yes, they are similar because they have same shape. Do they have same size? No, they do not have same size, so they are not congruent. Also from the scale factor you can see that the scale factor is not 1. So if the scale factor is not 1, they are not congruent. The shape is same but the size is not same, so that's also one of the criteria to find out. Now what is the scale factor? The scale factor is 2, or you can say 2 raised to 1. Okay, so that is your scale factor. Now next question, in this one we have two cylindrical shape, and let's say for this one the radius is 6, height is 7, and in this one let's say again the radius is 6 and the height is 7. So can you say about similarity? So is this similar? Yes, it is similar. Why? Because they have same shape and the same size, just the orientation is different. Okay, and also you can see the ratio, let's say R1, R2, H1, H2. So if you want to find ratios also, R1 divide R2 and H1 divide H2, that will be 6 divide 6 is 1, 7 divide 7 is 1, so the ratio is 1. So yes, they are similar and they are also congruent. So yes, they are congruent because they are having same shape and the same size. Okay, so that's how you will find. And what is the scale factor? In this case the scale factor is 1, or you can say 1 raised to 1 is the scale factor. Next type of question you have on your screen, you have a cone. Now I'm leaving this question to you. I'm just giving you the information. You try this by yourself. Okay, now in this case the radius is 10, the slant height is 24. For the large cone the radius is 12 and the slant height is 28.8. Okay, so now you need to find the scale factor. Also you need to find out whether they are similar, congruent, or neither. Try it by yourself. If you still have question, watch the video again. I'm sure you will definitely understand. That's it for this video. In the next part I will talk about properties of congruent and similar solid, so don't forget to watch that video also. And yep, that's it.